What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Alex's Toy Show Q&A. It's number 60. Can you read the 60 up there? It's 60. It comes after 59. That's math. First question is from Lewis. Lewis, what do you got written here? Lewis Gamer 094. Oh, okay. See, my handwriting used to be good, but sometimes I just, throw it on there and it's like, what the hell did I write? He says he wants to know if I had to choose between EverQuest, baseball cards. This is from the fan mail, I think. I think I answered this just yesterday. But yes, years ago, check the video yesterday. Years ago, I'll still answer you. I actually had baseball cards and I read comic books, like 30 titles a month. And then EverQuest came along and, you can't pay for everything. So you got to choose. You got to make choices in life. You got to make choices. You can't save everybody. Some people just have to drown. I'm just kidding. But no, sometimes people drown. It happens. But when EverQuest came out, I stopped buying baseball cards. I had kind of stopped already with the baseball cards. I was more into the comics. But eventually, comics get boring and, artists change labels and people work for different people. Ultimately, I chose EverQuest. I still play EverQuest. The only baseball cards I buy are, like I said in the last video, Andy Van Slyke cards over the years, and, the couple of boxes of this and that to make videos with the last couple of months. Jeremiah Baez! Who is going to win Tough Enough, and who is your favorite UFC fighter? Being that I haven't really heard or watched the UFC until Ronda Rousey made an appearance, I'm going to have to go with Ronda Rousey. I first heard of the UFC when Brock Lesnar went there, and I was like, the UFC, what are you going to fight each other? Like, that happens. I mean, isn't there boxing? But whatever. I'm not into the UFC, but I do like what Ronda Rousey represents. She's come a lot in her career. She's come a long way. She's got a lot of obstacles that she's overcome, and she's pretty awesome. So I'm going to go Ronda Rousey on the bandwagon. And Tough Enough, I picked Sarah after Daria got eliminated in the beginning, because that was my pick. I said for sure Daria's going to win this. But I stuck with Sarah Lee, and I'm sticking with Sarah Lee. And now, all she has to beat is Amanda. I think it's over. You may as well give her the contract now. Unless The Miz whips out his penis. Because he obviously thinks she's hot. I mean, he saved her twice. Twice in 2 weeks. What the fuck, Miz? And then with the guys, as long as ZZ doesn't win, I don't think he's gonna, but I think the Yeti has a little bit of extra talent over Tanner. I do like them both. I liked all the guys. I loved Mata. I didn't think Mata deserved to go at all. But I hear he's going to, Ring of Honor? Is that a thing? I don't watch all these other shows, but he's going somewhere. If you guys probably know what I'm talking about already, I'm going to start watching it just because he's going. Lewis wants to know, should the Green Arrow fight Stardust at SummerSlam? Guess what? He is. And should Neville get another title shot against Rollins? Yes, I think Neville's going places. I think we're going to see a lot of good things from Neville. Everybody's climbing the ladder. Like, specifically him and Cesaro, they're climbing up the ladder, but they got to do their job on the side while they climb the ladder. But I think they're going places. And should Dolph Ziggler get a push? Absolutely, but you know what? He's got to get healthy first. I think he's making a movie while he's hurt. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's not even wrestling. Should he come back? We'll talk about giving him a push. I'll make a call to Vince. I'll be like, Vince, yo, get on it, boy. Jason Bullock wants to know, has anyone ever stopped you for an autograph? Dude, all the time. I'd be at the store, picking up groceries, and we're like, are you that Am My Pal Alex guy? Have you heard of Grimm's Toy Show? I totally have, and it's me! And I just, I took a picture with, this guy. He took the picture. It was a dad, and his 4 kids got in the picture, and we were in, the bike section at Toys R Us. I was looking at bikes for Feisty Pants, and he's like, hey, my kids are too shy to come over, but they love you. And I'm like, yes! Yes! And that was awesome. But yes, all the time, Jason, to answer your question. The Demon Prince wrote this in on fan mail. He says Finn Balor is the top guy at NXT and likely to hold it for a while. He totally just got it, but he thinks he wants to know, who do I think he'll lose it to and why? It could be anybody. He's going to be in NXT for a while, probably till next year. I was telling you in fan mail. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and Jason had another question. I'm sorry. Would your son rather play baseball or Minecraft with you? And if he wanted to be a WWE superstar, would you support him? Absolutely. You always support your kids, no matter what. I mean, unless they're looking to shoot themselves in the face. I mean, you don't want to support that. But, I'm losing the light here. I don't know what's going on. What happened was I had a busy day, and we're looking at what is called dusk. It means the sun has set, but it's not dark yet, and, I'm losing light. I gotta hurry this up, god damn it. But yes, I would support him no matter what he does, and he actually does prefer Minecraft over baseball. But he does love baseball. Like, we watch Yankee games together all the time, and, but when it comes time to play Minecraft, guess what we're playing? Brandon Sadowski wants to know, what's my favorite monster truck, and have you ever been to a show? Yes, when monster trucks, I don't want to say when they were first a thing, but when Bigfoot was first a thing in like the 80s, maybe? I went to a show, we saw Bigfoot, it was the coolest thing I ever saw. Boomer9595. Now, I'm not repeating myself, that's his numbers, 9595. I'm not like Johnny Two Times. Hey, thank you. You bet. No problem. I do repeat myself like that, but not this time! He wants to know, what's better, Marvel, DC, WWE, Transformers, or Star Wars? Dude, that's not even it's like comparing apples, oranges, and bananas. What's better? Well, Marvel and DC you can compare to because they're both comic book universes. And villain-wise, I live and swear by Batman, but I think the Marvel universe has a better, selection of superheroes. WWE is cool, Transformers are cool, and Star Wars is very cool. You can't compare the five. E-Likens13. He's not a werewolf. This is not Lycan the werewolf. This is his name, the letter E, Likens, and the number 13. Totally playing with you there, Ethan. Well, we were talking on Amino, and he says, thanks for following, because I follow everybody on Amino. I just go, I get invited into chat groups, and I look at who's in there, and I just like, I don't have to follow this guy yet. Boop, follow him, follow him, follow him, follow her, follow him, and her, and him, and her, and her, and him. And eventually I'm going to follow everybody, and I just got to find you guys. I'm like the Terminator. I said that the other day. Remember I talked about time travel? Ooh. So, Ethan says, what does he say? We were talking on Amino. He said, thanks for following. Loves my show on YouTube. Yes. And he says he's going to send some figures down the line for fan mail. Awesome. Take your time. And, you could just write a letter. You don't even have to send figures, but if you're gonna, totally. Everybody's got the P.O. box. I'll show it later on. What else? We were talking cards and trades, and he says he's getting about 500 cards next week, which was this past weekend. So actually, let me know what you get, because if you get cool stuff, that's totally something we could trade for. And he liked the antique video where I went to that guy's house with the swords. The swords were pretty cool, he says. They totally were. Totally! Bret Hart, NWO. We were talking on Amino also. He says, what's up? What am I doing? I was watching the Yankee game. They won, actually. Thank you. And we chatted for a little bit on Amino. He's totally cool. What else? Toothless over on Amino thinks he wants to know, does Cesaro, I don't know where I left my English language. Maybe it's back at home. I don't know. Does he deserve a push? Yes, I was just saying that about him and the little guy, Neville. They all deserve pushes, but specifically the two of them. They're getting pushes, but they're doing their jobs. Don't forget, rewind it back and listen to that other question. Also on Amino, Alec with a C, not an X. That's Alex. I'm Alex. This is Alec with a C. Wants to know, what's my favorite song? He got the question just in time for the Q&A. I was on my way out to go film it, and I'm like, shit, I can do this. I can get it in there. I wrote it down. Alec to answer your question, I ran a music store for many, many years, and I grew to like so many more different kinds of music than what I originally liked going into the music store. Anything by Billy Joel, I would say, is my favorite song. I know most of the words to all of his songs. I also like Metallica. Sheryl Crow is pretty awesome. 80s music, the grunge years with Nirvana and Pearl Jam and what's his name that became Audioslave? Soundgarden. Chris Cornell is just, he's got that sound. He'll never lose that. He could write like blah 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 and a pile of shit, and he could put it to music and it would still be a good song. I like mostly rock, and there's so much else that I like. There's a lot. I like the old 80s rap like Tone Loc and MC Hammer and even Vanilla Ice. True story. Okay, a couple of guys on YouTube, they asked me for my help and to check out their channel, and I actually like what they had. The first guy is Joe's Channel 101, just the way it's spelled and sounded. Joe's Channel, JoeChannel 101. Check him out. He says he's on this campaign to get to 100 subscribers. I think he's well on his way. I think he probably has 100 as we speak. But go check out his stuff. He's got cool stuff. And the other guy is Nick Storm, just as it sounds, NICKSTORM, Nick Storm. His Twitter is Nick Storm Reviews, and he lives in Australia, the country. There's a funny story about the country. There's an episode of Friends where, you guys ever seen Friends? Of course you have. What am I asking? Ross is a paleontologist, and he has to go make this emergency visit to China. Something happened, and Joey's in the room, and he's like, the country? So ever since, dude, it was so funny. So ever since that day, anybody ever mentions, oh, I'm from Australia, I have to throw in the country. Or, hey, I'm from, the UK. I have a lot of fans in the UK. The country. Or, if it's like an island, I'll say the island. It's a long story. But check out his stuff. Nick Storm on YouTube, at Nick Storm Reviews on Twitter, and he's got a Instagram channel too that he didn't give me, and he actually had some cool stuff. You got to check out. I'm losing light. God damn it. That's a little better. It's not much better. I guess I'll shut it off. I don't know. But no, I guess we'll turn it on. We're gonna turn it on. Check out his stuff. It was pretty cool. Now, if you don't know where to send the fan mail, this is it right here. Oh, that's vicious. Can we back that up with something? Let's try this. There we go. That's a little better. Get a shot of my forehead. Fan mail, Alex's Toy Show, P.O. Box 13. P.O. Box 13? I didn't want to have the air conditioner blow onto the speakers, and then you can't hear me, and then it sounds like this. While I'm speaking. It's fucking annoying. P.O. Box 13, Bayville, New Jersey, 08721. On Twitter, that says Twitch. I'm sorry. I just started this new thing a couple weeks ago, maybe last week. I stream EverQuest on Twitch, and my username is MyPalAlex. I'm not on all the time, but when I do go to play, I stream it, so you can actually get a feel for what I'm doing in the game. Here's all the amino apps that I'm on: wrestling, movies and TV, Star Wars, toys, and MMO. And I'm MyPalAlex there, naturally. Instagram, I am... Is that better? No, I guess not. Instagram, I am MyPalAlex_photos. Lego.ideas.com. And here's the show. MyPalAlex on YouTube, at MyPal. I had to read it. I was like, what did I write? Every Sunday we do Q&A. I take your questions all week long. Leave them in the comments. Tweet them to me. Instagram them to me. Amino, I have a fan mail blog. You can leave your questions and fan mail messages there. And then I'll read them every Sunday. And when there's a pay-per-view, like next week is SummerSlam, I'll throw on the pay-per-view predictions. Monday, we do toy hunts and hauls. Tuesday is baseball cards. Wednesday, Feisty Pants does Minecraft every Wednesday. Yep. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we leave it open for the rest of the stuff. Lego, action figure reviews, fan mail, and EverQuest, and, all sorts of other fun stuff. And You should see some of the customs I got coming up. I can't wait. And that's all I got. Like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe for more.